How I'm using AI as first year engineering student. I'm 18 years, first year of engineering, and I use AI every single day, but not that how you are thinking about it. Most people think that ask AI to solve things directly, copy answers, copy code, and move on. That feels productive at that moment. But when exam times come, when the practical is come, you are blank because it was never really learned. It was just borrowed by someone else, like AI. That's not what I do. You know how I actually use that as a first year student, like real. I will tell you that real, no hype, and by the end. I am Saksham Chok. I am also doing BTech in first year, doing CS and computer science branch, AML, same as most of you are watching. So this is an advice from someone ahead of you. This is what actually working for me. We are in the same situation right now. Use one is that what I use is that understanding concepts missed in class. When a concept isn't clear after class, I didn't just search randomly online, because randomly has many options. You can't trust one. I ask AI to explain it in the simplest way possible, like a kid. Someone sometimes even asking for a real life example, so it actually make it sense. The difference is that I ask it to explain, not to solve. That one shift changes everything about how actually look about retain versus how much you just borrow for a few hours. Used to is that breaking down confusing assignments questions. you know Before I start any assignments, I ask AI to help me understand that what is the question actually asking, not the answer, just the questions in a very simpler way. A lot of confusion in the first year isn't that the topic is impossible, that is the question itself is confusing, wondered in a way that doesn't click immediately. Use three is that testing myself before exam. Like exams are coming, like before exams, instead of just reading notes, I gave AI a topic and asked it to quizzes on me, like in MCQs, fill in the blanks or long answers questions. Rereading feels like studying, but it barely works. Your brains recognize the information without actually recalling it, without being tested. Even by AI forces your brain to retrieve information on its own, which is what a real revision should be feel like. Use four is that planning my week when everything overlaps. When assignments have come, submissions have come, and exams are also been together, like tests are going. I ask AI to help my build a realistic weekly schedule. I just explain what's the due, and when it helps me lay out a plan. When I wake up, when I sleep, I have done all the things. And it sounds small, but honestly, this alone reduces my a lot of stress from me. It is very first few months of college. Use five is that simplifying textbook language. you know One more thing is that I use it for some textbook explain things in such complicated language that you understand the words individually but not the actual meaning together. But when that happens, I take the exact paragraph and ask AI to explain it. Hearing for the first time, it doesn't replace the textbook, it just removes the unnecessary confusion sitting on the actual top. Then the one rule that matters me most is that the ties of all. And honestly, it is most important part of the video is that before I asking AI anything, I ask myself that am I trying to understand this, or am I trying to skip understanding this? This is the first question when I before opening the AI. If it's the second one, I stop and try it myself first, think for 10 seconds, more focused on that question. Then if the question is the real difference between AI, then actually I take the help. AI quickly, making it worse without you even realizing it. I have make the video on that. I will give the link in description. You can also check it out. What I will, tell myself on day one is that if I could go to my first week of engineering, I would do. I myself is that A is not a shortcut around learning. It's a tool that makes learning faster. If you are the right way and makes learning disappear completely, if you use it in the wrong way, same tool, completely different outcome. It depends entirely on how you choose. If you are in the first year student and this actually happened to you, see AI differently, subscribe. I share real honest experience like this, not just hype every single week. Comment below which college you are studying, which branch you are having. If you are we are same college, you will. Thanks so much.